going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and a friend of mine just told me that he's broken his arm in 2 places. So I told him to stop going to those places. Right, today was deadlifts, back and biceps, and it went really well. I'm very, very pleased. It was kind of like a milestone for me. Before I decided to correct my technique, so about 4 or so weeks ago, I did a session, it was in that collab video, where I attempted 3 sets of 3 at 440 pounds. I managed to get a first set of 3 out. The last 2 reps in particular were disgustingly ugly. My back was completely ruined after that. I couldn't do any more reps at any kind of weight. Today was 3 sets of 3 at 430 pounds, so almost an identical session. But this time my form was pretty much perfect. I got all of the reps and I felt really strong, and like I probably had a bit more there. So it's, like I said, a huge milestone for me, and I'm really, really happy. I mean, you'll see it here, you'll see it in the other angle as well. My hips come up with my back simultaneously. My back is pretty much dead straight. My arms are locked out. I'm doing all the things I want to be doing. And like I said, it's a massive, massive change. If you contrast this with my form from about 6 weeks ago, it is like a different world. It's completely different, and I'm really, really happy, because at one point I thought I was never going to get here. So like I said, I did 3 sets of 3 at 430 pounds. I feel like I've got more there. I reckon I can continue to progress the weight. I'm going to be like careful. I'm going to err on the side of caution, because I want to keep my form nailed down. I want to give my body a chance to get used to it and really, really get it kind of drilled into me so it's second nature. That guy there is a friend of mine, by the way. He's not just staring at me. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, it's all coming together nicely. There was a point where I was almost thinking about just stopping deadlifting altogether, because it was hurting my back. It just wasn't working at all. Every time I lifted, my lower back would be really, really sore throughout the session. It would be ruined for a couple of days afterwards. Whereas now I'm feeling it almost entirely in my glutes and my hamstrings, which is exactly what I want. And like I said, it's come on leaps and bounds. So hopefully it will continue to grow and I'll be able to hit some really big numbers. Right, so that was my 3 sets of 3. I then did 3 sets of 3 deficit work, 175 kilos, which is 380 or 90 pounds, I believe. Now here my left elbow bends a little bit, but to be honest, it's not a big issue. It's purely because I basically forgot to keep my arms locked out. I mean, that is not a large technical issue, because if I consciously decide to keep my arms straight, I can do it. It's just that I've got a couple of cues that I'm trying to think about, and sometimes I forget one. But yeah, it felt good. I'm doing the deficit obviously to work on my the initial part of my pull off the ground, and it's definitely getting noticeably stronger, so I'm really happy with that. Moving on to my accessory work. I did some penalty rows, 3 sets of 10 down to about 6 reps, I believe. And on the topic of accessory work, I've been thinking this week, because a lot of people have asked me where my priorities lie in terms of powerlifting and bodybuilding, because I do kind of prioritize powerlifting, but I'm not, you know, some guys just do the powerlifting moves. I obviously do quite a bit of accessory work as well. And I kind of think I'm a bit of both. I would say I am predominantly a powerlifter, mainly because my main goal is to get stronger. I'm trying to get a bigger bench press, deadlift and squat. That is my primary goal. But at the same time, I am doing accessory work. I am hitting my chest, shoulders, you know, biceps, triceps, all the areas that, particularly something like biceps, that is not really going to help you when it comes to powerlifting. But yeah, I mean, looking at it from a bodybuilding front, that's why I'm doing it. So I would say that I am primarily a powerlifter, but I'm also a bodybuilder to a lesser extent. So like a power builder, I believe is the term used for that. Anyway, here I'm doing some face pulls. I'm getting a bit better at these. A couple of guys gave me information regarding my grip. I've changed it around here. It feels a little bit more comfortable. The lights are still on in the gym. I've just got a terrible camera angle here because I'm facing the window, and obviously the light is coming in all over my camera, and you can barely make that out. That could be anyone. But I'm pretty sure it's me. Otherwise it would be fairly awkward having filmed someone in that angle. Now, I finished the session with some arm curls. I did a couple of sets of wide grip and then a couple of sets of close grip, which I didn't film because that guy in the background was lurking a little bit too close to the camera for my liking. And that was my session. So, deadlift form is coming together. I'm really, really pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always. And I will see you tomorrow.